Morning, guys. Keith at Crypto Bullseye, and this one's at the request of a couple of the guys in the Discord group, a couple of guys in the YouTube comments, and they're saying, is it too late to get into Jasmy Coin? You're asking the wrong guy, guys. I can't give any financial advice, but I can tell you one thing. We've got this break here. On the back of that break, we've got 58% move to the upside. How did we know it was going to be a 58% move to the upside, and how did we know that this was going to act as resistance? Clues look left. That was support for such a long period of time down here. This was support here. People that went long here were wrong. People that went long there, once you drop trend, want to recoup their money back. How do they recoup their money back? They take profits at break even. What is taking profits at break even? It is a sell order. When you've got a sell wall, what was previous support that becomes resistance, expect that to pull back. So is it too late after a 58% move to the upside in Jasmy Coin? Because I want to show you this, guys. That break that we looked at last week is insignificant, guys, in comparison to this break here. This is the big break. Now, we talk about risk to reward. When you're down here, you put in your risk to reward tool. What does this do? What does this do if we just zoom out? There's your risk below the low, your reward all the way up here, all the way up here, wherever you're shooting for. However, we're at a different point now because we've broken the little trend and we're back up here. So what is your risk now? 42%. I'm going to show you how you can reduce that risk, what to expect for next, and what happens if we're wrong on Jasmy Coin. Okay, guys, so what I want to do in this video is just talk about how we can identify clues to understand when something's changing in the markets, when something's changing on things like Jasmy Coin, for us to be able to take advantage at the earliest possible chance. Because we did manage to get this break here, guys. We knew that something was changing once we'd cracked this trend here. This trend here did last for a couple of months, and we knew that that was significant. However, the main thing was this, guys. It was this bullish divergence. You see, we're putting a low here, then you put in a higher low here, and on the chart, you put in a low, and you put in a lower low. Remember, guys, when you see a bullish divergence on a time frame like the daily, you need to understand one thing, that the chart needs to catch up because there's buyers there and there's buyers there, but the chart's not showing that the buyers are there. The chart needs to catch up. That's why we understood that we needed some kind of reaction from here at any given time. Could be days, could be a week, but we knew we needed a reaction, and that's the reaction that we got. And that's the reaction we were waiting for, guys. And that was powerful enough, that reaction, to push us through the major trend, like I say, that we haven't broken all the way since 2024, December 2024, guys. Tried, and it's been lower highs and lower lows all the way down until this point here. So this point here is significant, guys. And remember, when we say risk to reward, we need to understand where the risk is. Now, the next thing that I want to look at, guys, and the next thing that is significant is this high here. If you see where this candle closed here, 0.01619, that is a close above the previous lower high. That's signaling the first sign that there's a reversal. So that is the first indication, guys. We've got a bullish divergence. We had a pump. We come back. We put in a higher high. We're coming back down, and we need to put in a higher low. So we're looking for the higher low, guys, and that's going to be our risk to reward. But I want to show you one thing before that. Are we looking at anything else that can give us any indications that this was a real breakout? And we look at this volume spike here, guys. When you look at volume spikes and you look at volume spikes, when you've got a big green volume spike and a break of a big green volume spike, that backs up the break because you know that there's volume behind there, i.e. buying pressure, i.e. the bulls are buying at this level. So that volume spike tells us a big story that that break is confirmed. It's backed up by volume, and that's a strong thing. And the next thing, we've added the moving averages, guys. We've just broken above the 50 period moving average, 50 daily moving average, and we're currently holding that. So this is going to be one of our protection zones. You can see that we are actually making a reversal pattern. If I just clean this chart up a bit, we're making a bit of a reversal pattern, guys. So you can see we're making a left shoulder here, got your neckline there, and then this is a bit of a slanted head and shoulders, but still it's going to be a head and shoulders. And if we break this neckline here, guys, expect volatility and a potential move all the way on Jasmy Coin up to 37 cents. So it's currently trading at now 0.01 cents. So guys, the way that you can play this, because at the end of the day, when you're looking at that kind of price, sorry, not 30 cents, 3 cents. When you're looking at that kind of price, it's an increase of 173% to the upside. So what you need to be thinking of is when the trend's reversed, you do one thing, you start putting in higher highs and higher lows. We've just put in a high, that's strong. We're coming back. We want to put in a higher low. The next swing is going to be one swing that's going to give us an indication as to whether this trend has really reversed. Because if we take out this previous high, the trend is reversed, guys. That allows for one thing. That allows for trailing stop losses. So just an example, you put in your risk to reward tool here, and you're saying your protection zone is just below here, which is this build up a price action. Clues look left. You've got this build up a price action here. That's our support zone. That's what we're holding at the moment. We could stick a fib tool on there, see if we've got anything to back that up. Still got the 618. So we could pull back to the 618 here, guys. 618 sitting at 0.0119. That'll be your protection zone. So it could come back all the way down here. Once you've put in a new high, guys, what that allows for is your risk to reward to keep going up and keep going up. And you can follow the trend up and you can follow the trend up. And you can keep putting your stop loss every time that you put in a new swing high. You can keep putting your stop loss into profit and into profit. You keep riding it up and you keep riding it up until one thing happens, guys. And it will happen. The trend will reverse. And when the trend reverses, you're in profit. So that's how you can play it, guys. Without actually having to take profits, you can just move your stop loss up and move your stop loss up. And that's what I'm intending to do on Jasmy Coin. But it's looking like we've dropped the 382. We've come back. If I just add the 0.5 in there, see if we're holding the 0.5, stick the 0.5 in there, sat at 0.01297. So I'm just monitoring Jasmy Coin. We will monitor it together, guys, but it does look good for me. It's holding a support, holding a strong support. We got this break. That break's backed up by volume. We know that it's holding the 50 period moving average. That 50 period moving average, that can act as a support zone for us. A support zone acts for good risk to reward, guys. Right, if you did find it useful, the chart's a little bit messy. Let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, guys. I'm going to be doing an update on H-Bar later on, and then we've got the big show later on where we've got Warren from Block 3, we've got Julian Crypto, and we've got Jellicoe from Crypto Grit, and we're all going to be chatting all sorts of things across different niches, so stay tuned for that one. And I'll see you guys in the next one.